Okie doke, Chicken Bone John here with, I'm just going to talk a little bit about these. You may have seen them. It's a cigar box guitar, yes, 3-string, but it is diatonically fretted. That means it's do, re, mi. No sharps and no flats, just a major scale. It has got an extra 6.5, which is the modern sort of dulcimer way of doing it. It's tuned very simply. An octave, G, and a G, with a fifth in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That makes it a D. Dulcimer tuning. Traditional dulcimers had double courses on the top, giving you chiming sound. I can do a 4-course one with a double strum on the top if you want. This is just acoustically. It's got a very simple passive piezo pickup. I'll show you that in a second. Quite short scale, but I can do longer. But this is 22.5-inch scale. Nice thin banjo style frets, nickel silver frets, nice and easy to play. If you're a regular guitarist, it's a great challenge to alter your playing and get out of those box shapes and chord patterns that you used to. If you're a novice player, they're really good fun. Bit difficult for things like bluesy stuff, but you can bend the notes to get those blow notes and the half notes. But for a lot of stuff, I'll play a little bit. You can do loads of those old songs you've forgotten all about and give them a new slap. Yeah. Froggy went cotton and hid it right. Froggy went cotton and hid it right. Froggy went cotton, hid it right. Sword and a pistol by his side. There's a dark and troubled side of life. There's a bright and a sunny side too. Faith in and the sunny side will always see you through. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sun. Oh, you get the idea. There's another real, you can do, because you've got to have that, you've got that flatted 7th in there. Oh Lord, yeah. La 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 la. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll get you in my dream. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dream. Complete with fluffs and that, but I'm just finding my way around. I make loads of these, and I don't really often have much time to play them. Love them though I do. I'll just improvise a quick capo here, because here's a really interesting thing. It's fretted diatonically, do, re, mi, in a major scale. Now, so if you know about music theory, that's not a problem. If you don't, well, anyway, helps you learn a bit. Now if I fret this at the first note, the intervals are all the same, but they're all shifted up. There's my octave moved up a fret. So you get that, we start getting to the various modes. 3 white horses following me. 3 white horses following me. Oh, one kind favor I ask of you, just see that my grave is kept clean. So, and then if we just keep moving this up through the various modes, read up on it online, I'm not going to tell you all about that. Much better with the proper capo, but it's in the spirit of things to use an elastic band and a pencil. I'm going, oops a daisy, pop that out of the slot there. Different sound again, and you can just keep doing this all the way up the neck to get all your modes. Instantly sounds brighter. I'm not quite sure which one that is. I'm sure all you theoreticians, people with a decent amount of music theory, unlike me, will tell me exactly what all these various modes are. I'm just putting a little bit of this through my clean channel of my Session 8 amp. Let's move it up again and see what it does. I've not done this before. I just knew that was the theory, so I thought I'd do it. Oops, today. Get a merry medieval vibe. So there you go. That's as I say, you can get yourself a proper shub capo. A proper, I think, is the way to go. I can't find mine. The great thing about these, which I really love, because there's the two things combined. You've got this open chord, which is really a power chord. It's just a root and a fifth and an octave. No third. Apparently that makes it a power chord, but I'm not playing it like a power chord. But it gives, despite it being called a power chord and being used by a lot of heavy metal people, it's a very, very sweet sound. Yeah, root and a fifth, no third. There's the fifth in it. So all the chords I'm using are just a finger, a bar chord, just across 3 frets, and they're very light strings. It's like 23, 14, 10 or thereabouts. So they're strung quite lightly. So although they're steel strings, you don't have to worry about wrestling them down, and you've only got 3. So you've always got a chord if you put a finger across your strings. If I take that out and go back to the, whoops a daisy, go back to our normal. There we've got our octave and our fifth, and we just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a fifth. You've already learnt a bit of music theory if you haven't got any. This is all one finger stuff. There's a chord. There you go, and you can find chords in. Find little tunes. I won't do the second part of that because that has got sharps and flats, so I'd have to see if I can find them up here at the 6.5 or just bend some notes. And anyway, great little fun instrument. I do sell a lot of these and I do love them. I must try and spend more time learning how to play it, but as you can see, I mean, I've just not practiced those or anything. I just went straight in, had a noodle around with it. It's very easy to find a tune on this. As I say, if you're an accomplished guitar player, it will push your playing into a different area, and you can, as I demonstrated by just capoing it, you can learn very easily how the different modes sound all the way up the neck. As I say, it's the same intervals, but it's where you strike the intervals from, and it's very graphically illustrated by the time you capo it, and you can see you've got tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. If you capo it, you can see the order of those intervals change. You've knocked out the first tone, so it's tone, semitone, tone, tones, and so forth up the neck. So I say it's quite a graphic way. And if you're a beginner, you don't need to worry about that. You'll find your songs in here by just strumming, putting a finger down. Find the harmonics, and again, very easy to do, just one finger straight across all. And you got that lovely sweet sound. Anyway, thanks for dropping by and watching. If you check out my website, chickenbonejohn.com, you will find these for sale. I think at the moment I've got a black Partagas up for sale. This may go up on eBay if I feel so inclined. I'm always making them, so if you drop by on my website or on eBay, don't see any, drop me an email, give me a call, and I can do something for you. Depends what boxes I've got in. I do other sorts of cigar box guitars. I do fretless, fully fretted, 3-string, 4-string, 6-string, 1-string. So whatever your cigar box guitar needs, I can fulfill them. Okay, thank you very much for dropping by. And don't forget, folks, it's early days yet, but on the 30th of September and the 1st of October 2011, it's the date for Box Stock, which is the 3rd UK Cigar Box Guitar Festival. I might even got a flyer here somewhere. Here we go, folks. That's it. Ooh, blimey, get in front of the camera. Box Stock featuring, look at this lineup. Ben Prestige from the US of A, Hollowbelly from England, and T'inquiète, which means don't worry, from France. That's the evening gig for that on the 1st of October is just a tenner for all day, and we've got workshops and how to build guitars, how to play guitars. Hollowbelly will be giving a workshop. We'll have beginners lessons, open mic on the Friday, showcase spots, stuff for sale. So it's 25 quid for the all day. The Friday evening is at a local pub, the Barge and Barrel, the Ace of Spades Rock and Blues Bar, just a couple of miles away from the venue. By the way, this is in Smethwick, West Midlands, at the Public Arts Centre. The open mic is at the Barge and Barrel, wonderful music pub. And that's on the Friday night. That's free. But I think on both of these, I'd advise you to get there early on the free gig, book your open mic spot, and for the main event, get your tickets early, because if it sells out, it sells out, and that's it. We did ask C6 Steve. He's not bothered replying. He'll have to come next year because I've got Ben Prestige, who actually... He's a knockout performer. Don't miss him. Okay, bye for now. That's enough of the hard sell.